It is now time for a very special portion of our evening, our Padua Franciscan Hall of Fame induction ceremony. We celebrate Hall of Fame inductions here at Padua twice a year. Our Outstanding Alumni Award winners and Franciscan Medal Award winners are inducted annually right here at the Bruin Benefit, and our Athletic Hall of Famers are inducted annually in the fall on the Thursday evening right before our homecoming football game. I would now like to welcome all of our Hall of Fame inductees and their guests joining us this evening. Tonight we're celebrating outstanding Bruins who have made our Padua community and our world a much better place. True Hall of Famers. First, I will briefly describe each of our awards. Then I will announce each inductee, followed by a tribute video. Finally, each inductee will be invited to the podium to share his or her remarks. As I mentioned before, dinner will be served at the close of our ceremony. In the meantime, please enjoy your salads, and let's turn our attention to our inductees. This evening, the Padua Hall of Fame class of 2024 includes 5 incredible inductees who are receiving the Outstanding Alumni Award. The Outstanding Alumni Award is awarded to the alumnus or alumna who has made a major impact, either in service to Padua, service to the community, or achievement in their chosen field of work. And now, our first inductee is David Knowles, class of 1965.
David Knowles is a proud member of Padua's first graduating class, and he has maintained a close connection with the Padua community throughout the years. David earned his bachelor's degree from Cleveland State University and his Juris Doctor from Cleveland Marshall College of Law, and he's gone on to a distinguished career in labor and employment law. He and his wife Allison are proud parents of Padua alumna Sarah Knowles Polo, class of 1996. They are Friar Club members, regular attendees of Padua events, strong supporters of the Bruin Benefit, and benefactors of the Knowles Scholarship Fund within the Padua Franciscan Endowment Trust. David served 2 terms as a member of Padua's Board of Trustees, which is consistent with the many roles he has taken on during his lifelong commitment to community service.
Let's welcome David Knowles.
Wow. Good evening, everyone, and I'm sorry to disappoint you. I'm not playing guitar or singing. Tough acts to follow. But anyway, on just some comments, I am grateful and I am humbled to receive this award. But at the same time, I'm very proud to be connected with Padua. And part of that, what I would like to do for a moment, the family with me, my lovely and supportive wife, Allison, my son, Scott, his wife, Casey, my daughter, Sarah, 96, and her husband, Mick, and they're joining us here tonight, and thank you for being here. I mentioned that I'm very proud to be connected with Padua, and in preparing for tonight, I went into AI to come up with something, and so then I said, Alexa, Hall of Fame, what should my speech be? She said, short. Okay, that's the best I've got. I'm here every Wednesday and come back. So anyway, bear with me for one more moment. As I said, I'm proud to be connected. Back in 1961, and yes, we had running water back then, they were building a new school here in Parma, and all the 8th grade graduates getting ready to go in the 9th grade are picking a school. I heard about the school. You couldn't tour it. Construction wasn't done. You couldn't shadow, because they hadn't invented that yet. There were no upperclassmen. And the Franciscans were running the school, of which we knew very little. But obviously, the plan was for us to attend. I applied. I was admitted, although Father Mario says that the vote was pretty close. But he said I got the pity vote, so thank you very much for that. And the rest is history. I look around the school, and I see what the students are, what they do, what they're involved in, the activities, the curriculum. all of the things that are available to them, I look and read the Paduan and other things, and I see all of the distinguished things that our alumni do and continue to do over all of these years. So that's just so very special to me. What I would like to do, and just to finish off, I said I'm grateful and I am humbled to be included with the very, very distinguished group of people in the Hall of Fame. But more importantly, all of the students and all of the alumni from our school over all of the years. And before I conclude, there's one thing I would like to add, and we heard a partial message earlier. Tomorrow is Allison and my 51st wedding anniversary. So that means I'm one up on the year here. And I think that means I still have about 12 hours to get a gift. So, no, I'm asking Father Allen, is it okay that I count this evening's event and dinner as our anniversary dinner? Father Allen was shaking his head no. So, anyway, I just want to conclude that I'm proud to have been here when the school started. I'm proud to be part of the first graduating class, and I'm humbled and proud to be included in the Hall of Fame. And thank you very much for listening to me this evening. Enjoy dinner. Thank you.
Our second Outstanding Alumni Award winner is inductee Bob Kane, class of 1968.
Bob Kane was honored with the class of 1968's Mr. Paduan Award. During his senior year, he was student council president, and he was recognized with the School Spirit Award. Bob is a graduate of St. Bonaventure University, where he received his bachelor's degree in business and went on to earn his Master of Business Administration from Baldwin Wallace University. He concluded his accomplished business career as president of the Medusa Corporation. Bob's lifelong commitment to Catholic education has included leadership roles for several schools and organizations. He was the chair of Padua's Board of Trustees and served 2 terms for his alma mater. Bob and his wife Bernadette are Friar Club members and are benefactors of the Robert and Grace Kane Scholarship Fund within the Padua Franciscan Endowment Trust.
Please welcome to the stage Padua Hall of Famer Bob Kane.
Thanks, Tony. Appreciate it. Thanks. Thank you. What a night. I have to tell you, those years that David said he was here with his best friend for 35, let me share you something. My class walked through these doors 60 years ago this summer as freshmen. And it was important for us and memorable for us, but it was also memorable for the school because, as Dave explained, the school started in 61 with just freshmen. And then the next year it was freshman, sophomore. So we were the first class to be here with all 4 classes. And I don't use this term shout out, but I will because our class gets together thanks to guys like Dennis Ulyana and Tim Calvi every month for lunch. And if you're in town or you're available, you're welcome. But if you think those numbers are interesting, we have 4 people that were here as teachers and administrators. Father Mario, Larry Pizon, who's here with us, Paul Lors, who's here with us, and Lou Pappas, Dr. Father now, Pappas, all here. Can you imagine that? They were teachers 60 years ago. You know, I said we had lunch every month, and I have to tell you, the lunch conversations are a whole lot different than they were 60 years ago. You know, sports, bad knees, bad elbows, whatever. But I will tell you that instead of having 45 minutes for lunch, we now have an hour and a half or more. And the stories are pretty interesting. The memories are great. And the laughter is special. It really is. The interesting part about what Dave was talking about was 4 years before we came here, this was just a barren hill in Parma. And within 4 years, this building filled up with close to 1,000 people. 1,000 people. In fact, they picked some of us that maybe shouldn't have come, but the fact is that the band took first place in the bands contest within the first 5 years. The basketball team was in the regions and the districts in the first 5 years. And we were holding dances with 2,700, the largest dances in Cleveland, a couple times a year. It was an amazing experience. But this didn't happen without the vision of somebody saying, we need to build a Catholic all-boys high school in Parma and fill it up in 4 years, and they did it. That vision was so strong. And that vision continued throughout the years. And when they went co-ed, that was a huge change, but it came with a vision. And it allowed us the school to face a challenge, but give opportunities to the girls. I have 2 nieces, both successful in their own way and both Padua grads, that were able to come here because of that change. And then a couple years ago, Padua introduced the My Track and My Med programs. Phenomenal programs, giving these students an opportunity to learn about future careers in medicine and technology and business. And now today, Padua has just been awarded the first and the only internationally accredited high school in the United States. That's vision. That's vision. So in closing, I want to say thank you for the memories, thank you for the vision, and thanks for the award.
Our third Outstanding Alumni Award winner is inductee Wayne Ligato, class of 1968.
Wayne Ligato was a class officer, a multi-sport athlete, and a member of multiple clubs during his years as a Padua student. As a graduate of Edinburgh University, Wayne's successful career in business started with corporate marketing and management roles. His early experiences, plus an entrepreneurial spirit, led to business ownership opportunities. Wayne holds 3 patents, and he is the owner and president of CMI Promex. While separated from Padua by distance over the years, Wayne has kept a close connection with his alma mater. Wayne served 2 terms on Padua's Board of Trustees, and he has been a generous host for Padua presidential tour stops.
Please welcome to the stage Padua Hall of Famer Wayne Ligato.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Overwhelming. And been a long time since I've been in this gym. Vivian and I left the Cleveland area in 1978 as what I refer to lovingly as a corporate gypsy for General Electric Company. So it's been a long time. Being in this gym is an avalanche of memories, as you could imagine. The all of them good. At any rate, one of the things that I would, if you would indulge me for a moment, the time has been pretty kind to the class of '68. Most of us have managed to still be here, but a few have left us. And there's so many people to thank. And we always thank those that helped us get here. But there are those who are not here. And one in particular that I'd like to recognize, and if it wasn't for Bruce Heinrich, who arranged for me to spend an afternoon with my very good friend Paul Beskid, who some of you folks know, before Paul left us. And it was a glorious afternoon. We got to sit in his living room and talk, and Paul and I knew each other from the time we were little kids, and he was the older kid who took me under his wing. We all have glasses. If you would, please raise a glass to absent friends. Thank you. In the spirit of today, I'd like to thank Father Allen, Jerry Gindra for reconnecting me with Padua. Dennis Giuliani, as Bob mentioned, is the great organizer for our class, and you'd be surprised how many guys get together for lunch when people are in town. So it's a wonderful thing. And there are many, many others. But as I mentioned, Vivian and I left in '78 and went out into the world, if you would. And the thing that at some point in time I came to recognize was all of the mentoring, all of the help, all of the kindnesses from every quarter. And these are things that you recognize where you have come into contact with people that have benefited you, and you'll never be able to pay it back. So not too long ago, I was with Father Mario, and he inadvertently answered my kind of issue as to what could I say about that. And as Father Mario said to us the other day, pay it forward. So in the spirit of what we're here for today, the giving, and thank you, Father Mario, for helping me out in this, please pay it forward. Thank you.
Our fourth Outstanding Alumni Award winner is inductee Beth Biasiotta Adams, class of 1990.
Beth Biasiotta Adams was a class officer, National Merit Commended student, and the recipient of the Business Departmental Award during her senior year. She earned her bachelor's degree in accounting from Miami University and gained her certified public accountant license and then master's of taxation from the University of Akron. Beth's career in banking and finance has been an accomplished one, as she currently holds the title of Chief Tax Officer, Head of Global Tax for Capital One. Beth is a director and committee chair for the Cleveland chapter of the Tax Executive Institute, and she demonstrates a commitment to community involvement through several leadership roles. She is a board member and treasurer for Eden, Inc., a board member of the Great Lakes Theater, and is on the finance committee for the Westside Catholic Center.
Let's welcome to the stage Hall of Famer Beth Biasiotta Adams.
Thank you. Thank you. Hey, they let females in. All right, thank you so much, Tony, for that lovely introduction. And thank you to the Padua leadership and community for this tremendous and surprising honor. No one achieves lifetime honors such as this without the support of some great teachers. Shout out to Mr. Flatchbart, Mr. Jalivo, Brother Jeff, Mr. Lapika, Mr. Cohen, rest in peace, and so many more. Also, family, friends, and colleagues. I am grateful many of you are here to celebrate with us tonight. I cannot express enough gratitude for all of your love and support throughout my life. Your belief in me has been a cornerstone of my achievements, and every word of encouragement, every gesture of support has meant the world to me. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. They're all over there, that's why I keep looking over there. I'd love, of course, I need to and I want to thank my husband of 23 years, Rick Adams, whose quiet, strong, and unwavering commitment to me and our family makes all things in life easier. To my brothers, Guy, Tony, and Vince, whose constant needling growing up has provided me with much motivation and still provides me with an endless source of inspiration. and to my parents, who sacrificed a lot, more than I knew at the time, to accommodate my request to attend Padua. I am forever grateful for that privilege, and I hope that they're looking down on us tonight, content and smiling that the Padua edge was worth it. Whoever came up with that marketing, that person deserves a raise. As I stand here, deeply humbled by the honor of being inducted into our high school's Hall of Fame, I'm reminded of a phrase often attributed to St. Francis of Assisi, for it is in giving that we receive. These words have guided me throughout my life. The foundation of my duty to serve was laid by my beloved parents, who modeled for us the importance of giving back no matter how much or how little you have. Reflecting on my time at Padua, I recognized that it was here that all the important pillars of service were installed on that foundation. Our teachers not only encouraged excellence in academics, arts, and athletics, but also instilled in us the values of humility, compassion, and responsibility. They taught us not just to excel for our own benefit, but to uplift others. It was here, walking these halls and learning from mentors and peers alike, that I learned leadership is not about the accolades we gather for ourselves, but about the support and opportunities that we create for others. Following high school, I endeavored to embody the spirit of St. Francis, who served with a joyful heart, and who saw leadership as an opportunity to serve rather than be served. I've been fortunate to lead and serve at the collegiate level, in the business world, and in various philanthropic pursuits. I endeavored to approach each opportunity with the values I embraced during my time at this school, values that affirm our interconnectedness and our duty to each other. Indeed, this honor tonight is not only a recognition of individual achievement, but a celebration of collective values and shared commitments. It is a testament to the strength of a community that nurtures young minds to become leaders not just in their professions, but leaders in service to the world. Let us all remember, especially in these challenging times, that our actions can light the way for future generations. Let's continue to serve with zeal, guided by the wisdom of St. Francis, to seek, to console, to understand, and to love. For it is in giving of ourselves that we create a more compassionate and just world. Thank you again for this profound honor.
Our fifth Outstanding Alumni Award is inductee Dr. Ulyana, Horodyskyj, Peña, class of 2003.
Dr. Ulyana Horodyskyj Peña was the valedictorian and Phi Beta Kappa Award winner for the class of 2003. She also received the departmental awards for physical science and German. She earned her bachelor's degree in earth sciences and geology from Rice University, her master's degree in geological sciences from Brown University, and her Doctor of Philosophy in Geological and Earth Sciences/Geosciences from the University of Colorado Boulder. Ulyana's prominent, multifaceted career as a scientist, professor, entrepreneur, mountaineer, and explorer has taken her around the world with expeditions to some of the most extreme places on the planet. In 2023, Dr. Horodyskyj Peña was featured in Men's Journal as one of the 45 most adventurous women of the past 45 years.
Hall of Famer Dr. Ulyana Horodyskyj Peña.
I gotta wait for AI to generate the speech. So thank you so much for this honor. So when I walked through the doors of Padua, I couldn't possibly imagine what was in store for me in high school and beyond, as you saw. I remember back to those years quite fondly. I had a great group of friends, some of whom are here tonight with me. I learned so much about teamwork by playing soccer on the junior varsity team. I also competed in science fairs throughout my 4 years of high school here. Success afforded me things a teenager could only dream about: scholarship money to attend college, and traveling around the US, competing in science competitions. So my love for travel really started early. It started here and carried on through adulthood. Sitting in class, I remember looking at this mural on the wall of the 7 continents, and I vowed someday I would visit all of them, see a penguin or a polar bear in the wild. And 6 years after graduating from Padua, that dream came true of visiting all the continents. And science was always a favorite subject of mine, but few in my class may have known so was gym class and physical education. So much that I even started coming to school earlier for weightlifting training in the morning. High school years are foundational years, and I feel that I really built a solid foundation in academics and athletics here at Padua, and that has carried me through into my career as a mountaineering scientist. And high school taught me a lot about time management and balance in life, and that has also carried into adulthood. And finally, about the importance of community and helping your neighbor, of trying to make a difference, no matter how big or small. My work these days in the realm of climate change and environmental science spans beyond the science and the communicating of it. It's also about connecting with people and communities to make a difference in their lives and in the health of the planet. That's what motivates and drives me. I want to thank my husband, Ricardo, my mother-in-law, Rosalinda, my family and friends who are here tonight supporting me. This unending support and love just means the world. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you to Padua for this award, for providing me with a solid foundation from which I could grow. This is where it all started, so thank you for providing me with roots and wings.
The Padua Hall of Fame class of 2024 also includes one amazing couple and one incredible family of companies who are being recognized with the Franciscan Medal Award. The Franciscan Medal Award is awarded to the individual, couple, or company who has actively worked toward the advancement of education of young people here at Padua, also in the Parma and surrounding areas. The candidates should possess a record of community service, community leadership, volunteerism, and have actively worked to promote the quality of life here in Parma or the surrounding suburbs. Tonight's first inductee receiving the Franciscan Medal Award is Mary Ann and the late Deacon Bob Kaminski.
Deacon Bob and Mary Ann Kaminski are the parents of 2 Padua graduates, Bob, class of 76, and David, class of 80. As members of the Friar Club and Forever Franciscan Society, their generosity and devotion to Padua has continued throughout the years. The inspirational support from the late Deacon Bob, Mary Ann, and the Robert S. and Mary Ann Kaminski Family Foundation has significantly impacted our Padua community, making a difference for our students, strengthening our Franciscan mission, and transforming lives. Peace, love, and all good things are evident in the Kaminski's faith, family life, business career, selflessness, service, and philanthropy.
Unfortunately, Mary Ann and the Kaminski family were unable to join us this evening. However, Mary Ann, along with her sons Bob, class of 1976, and David, class of 1980, asked if I would share their remarks with you this evening. It is truly my honor to do so. Their words. Good evening, Padua family. Although we could not be here tonight, we are here in spirit. Thank you for the recognition and the honor of receiving the Franciscan Medal Award. Deacon Bob, who passed in December of 2022, and Mary Ann Kaminski established the Kaminski Family Foundation in 2017. It was created to financially support single-parent families and provide them the opportunity to have a Catholic education for their children. This was created because Deacon Bob grew up in a single-parent family. As a single mom, Deacon Bob's mother struggled to provide for her 3 children. Since 2017, the Kaminski Family Foundation has supported hundreds, if not thousands, of children around the country so their families and faith can remain strong. Deacon Bob Kaminski also ran a very successful fastener company for over 30 years. During his time as a business owner, Deacon Bob would often hold employee meetings to share with employees the state of the business. He would always end each meeting with a quote from the diary of Anne Frank. Everyone has inside them a piece of good news. The good news is you really don't know how great you can be, how much you can love, what you can accomplish, what your potential is, how can you top good news like that? And from Mary Ann and her sons, they want me to pass along today, all of you are the good news. God bless and thank you. Peace, love, and all good things from Mary Ann Kaminski and the Kaminski family. Our second inductee, receiving Franciscan Medal Award winner, is the Kurtz family of companies, which includes the Kurtz brothers, John, class of 1968, Greg, class of 1971, Mel, class of 1972, and Tom, class of 1976.
The Kurtz brothers, John, class of 68, Greg, 71, Mel, 72, and Tom, 76, are loyal members of the Padua community, and we are grateful for their continued support. As a part of the Welcome Home Project, the Kurtz family of companies donated their time and resources to many of the campus beautification projects, including the expansion and renovation of the prayer garden and much of the landscaping materials used to enhance the grounds. Padua could not have partnered with a company more aligned with its Franciscan mission. As Francis cared for the planet, the animals, and the environment, so does the Kurtz family of companies, who are stewards for Ohio's environment and natural resources. Their innovative techniques and products make them a pioneering leader in green industry, ensuring sustainability and protecting our environment for generations to come. Padua President David Steck expressed his gratitude to the Kurtz brothers. Over the years, the Kurtz family of companies has continued to partner with Padua to take our school to the next level. Their continued generosity of time, treasure, and talent is a blessing to Padua and to the students we serve. God bless the Kurtz brothers for their unending loyalty.
Would you all please help me in welcoming to the stage Padua Hall of Famers, John, Greg, Mel, and Tom Kurtz.
I'm in very rare air here with my friends, Mr. Wayne and Mr. Bob. I don't know if there's anybody that's had more accolades in the class of 68. I don't think so.
Wait a minute.
I don't think so. Dennis will vouch for it if I'm wrong. I do have to say that one thing, Beth, when Padua went co-ed, I was grumbling to my wife, and she said, "What about your daughters?" And I said, "Okay." My mother is here, who sent all four of us and her grandchildren and soon to be her great-grandchildren to Padua. Thank you, Mom, for starting it all.
Yeah.
And with that, I will defer to my brother, Greg.
Thank you, John. Thank you, Padua family, for this honor. The Kurtz family really appreciates it. And Mom and my sister Debbie, thank you. And I'll defer to my brother Mel.
Mom and Dad taught us something that might be a benefit to the students, present and future, which is God blesses those with what they've prepared for. It's made a difference for our family. And John and Greg and I have poured 65 years of preparation into Tom to prepare him for his 3 minutes of fame. So Tom, if you don't mind.
Thank you very much. The first thing I'd like to say is whoever got the picture of me from my graduating class, That is the worst hair days of men in the history of the planet. But anyway, we dealt with it and we survived. You know, my brothers did work really hard to make sure that I would be able to at least proceed in life in some way. But I want to remind them that there's no John Kurtz, Greg Kurtz, or Mel Kurtz as Mr. Bruin out there on the wall, but there is a Thomas Kurtz on the wall. Now, the fact that it's my nephew, John and Laura's son, Tommy, is irrelevant. The name Tom Kurtz is on the wall. And I'm proud to announce that I will have our second oldest grandson, my wife Carrie and I's grandson, Jack Missa, will become the third generation of the Kurtzes to start at Padua this fall, and we're really proud of that. And lastly, my daughter Jennifer and I, we wanted to make sure that the Padua roots in Franciscan Catholicity remain strong. And we came out here, and Dave Steck allowed us to interview or interrogate him for about an hour one day, and I am totally convinced the spirit of St. Francis lives on at Padua Franciscan High School, and we're going to invest in that for the future. Thanks very much, everyone. God bless you.
Just one more time, I would like to congratulate all of our Hall of Fame inductees and all of our Hall of Fame members in attendance this evening.